It's on and popping, on and popping. And today I got a new setup here. I got a new webcam. Got my mic. It's set up for recording music into this. It's like a mud guard. I didn't want to attach my mic, so it's sitting here right now. Welcome back to the Daily Dope. I'm your host, Jean-Paul, bringing you that daily dose of knowledge and experience share. And today I got a word, branding. And why it is so important. Crazy. I know I was able to get my name.com, cost me $500. But with the millions of Jean-Pauls in the world, and I have jeanpaul.com, I am so happy. It's exactly how I spell my name.com. So, branding. For instance, branding, we may think of companies are just being branded. We think of Coca-Cola, we think of Pepsi and Nike and Quicksilver and Whole Foods and Apple, all Google, all these brands. Brands, they're companies, they're brands. They represent something. They represent a feeling. They represent a promise. They represent a thought in our minds of what these companies do. So when you think of Apple, you probably think of technology and design and sleek and soft touch and technology, all of that. With Pepsi, you're thinking blue, right? You're thinking blue, color blue, with a beverage. You're thinking Coca-Cola, you're automatically thinking red and white, which is probably going to make you think of Santa Claus and Christmas because they did a great job pushing those colors. You think of Nike, you're thinking of athletes. You're thinking of high-performance athletes and athletic wear. When we think of people, some people, they're brands. Angelina Jolie, Brad Pitt, Mr. Beast, Gary Vee, Tony Robbins, all these guys. Bulaia, if you grew up and you know that Bulaia, he ran for governor. He's a comedian. So, branding. Personal branding is a huge thing. I'm doing that with myself. People who know me might know that I like to surf. Music, hip-hop music. I like it, and all sorts of other music. But also in business, I'm also known in the business community for being who I am and the business I run. JPEG, that's a brand. When people think of JPEG, if you know what it is, or if you don't know, or if you're in the industry, we are a full-service graphic design, printing, and advertising company. And that's what we're looking to build more of. Our brand recognition, our brand, our reputation. That's what brand is. It's really a reputation. It's a spot in the minds of people of what do they think of when they think about you. And why is this so important? Because nowadays we're really all having a digital presence. And if you're not, you're still, off the grid or in real life. You're IRL and you're in real life. Your reputation is everything. It's word of mouth. It's when you market or advertise or get mentioned in the media, that's building your brand, and it's all coming together. It's your reputation, your digital reputation, your reputation in real life. That's the thing. It's a branding thing. And I like to really say that brands are so valuable. Brands are so valuable. When I personally think of a Snickers bar or a Reese's peanut butter cup or Twix, those three things always bring me back to Halloween when I was a kid. They got a special place in my mind. That's what I think of. I think of happiness. I think of fun. I think of snack or kid size, bite size, fun size, size of the candy. When I think of motivation and self-help, I'm thinking top of my mind, the top brand I think of is Tony Robbins, right? When I think of, I don't even have to say it, I'm just going to hold it up. When I think I want to get something to drink, I want a little, boost. I want a chai latte. I'm going to this one. There's not even any words, but we know that face is the mermaid from Starbucks. So if you don't think having a personal brand or having a brand is important, you may be missing the boat, because a brand can be everything. You can literally build a brand on Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn or YouTube or TikTok or Snapchat or Twitter or Pinterest or any of these online platforms. And it's so important. We've been able to do that for a couple different businesses so far. And really they were stepping stones into where we are now. And JPEG is what we're in it for the long haul. JPG. Brands are very important. You could build a brand by being someone who knows as like a subject matter expert. And you can parlay that brand into new opportunities. We've seen it time and time again, where you have someone who's known for being a very skilled business person, and they can get involved in a clothing brand. They can get involved in a media company, like a podcast. You look at Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan, I like to say this, it just popped in my head. Joe Rogan used to be on Fear Factor. He was the guy who would make people eat intestines and bugs and all that and go in like Fear Factor. Joe Rogan. Then he became an announcer for the UFC, Ultimate Fighting Championship. And he started a podcast, the Joe Rogan podcast, and then got a deal with Spotify for his podcast to live on Spotify for $100 million. $100 million. And he's lent his brand, his personal brand, to other companies. Like I think it's called On It is one like sports brand. There's another one, like a supplement that he's a part of that helps you focus, or they say he helps focus, right? So I think he's owners or he's involved in part of these, and that's his brand. He lends his brand, he lends his clout, his credibility, his reputation as being, a knowledgeable guy, a person you can trust, and you want to be entertained by him, or you want to buy what he has. I mean, translates into everything. This is just like any celebrity endorsements of products. Ryan Reynolds is doing this with Mint Mobile, his mobile phone company, Aviation Gin, which they just sold for a tank load of money. That's his brand. His brand is clever, funny, kind of on the gray area of offensive comedy. Ryan Reynolds, you probably know him from Van Wilder or Deadpool. Many people don't know he was also the Green Lantern. But he's a funny guy. And he's got a branding company. He has a media company, a creative agency called Maximum Effort. And that was the whole thing that he was saying in Deadpool, maximum effort, maximum effort. So in a way, he branded his agency through the movie, might have been before that, but through the movie. And I know of him as Ryan Reynolds, and now he's known as entrepreneur, not just actor. Building that reputation opens up opportunities. Just for me doing this short little podcast, these episodes, was it episode 50 of The Daily Dope? This has opened up opportunities for me when I connect a friend of mine and then another, business partner of mine, and they connect and they do deals together. That's great. I don't have to be a part of every deal, but I built a brand that brought people together to want to come on the show and then create a platform for other people to connect. I think it's super great because people are going to know, they'll know, remember what I did, connected them, and then maybe sets us up for the next thing down the road. So building a brand, I love to be a connector. That's my brand. Is hopefully I'm seen as some sort of a subject matter expert, whether it's business or design or music. Those are kind of things I like to do. So build your brand, be positive, be happy, be not positive, be not happy, whatever you want. It's all going to tie into your reputation. I'm ending the show with a message that I always write to people on their birthdays. Only Alex, my friend, Alex Healy, big shout out to Alex Healy. He's the only one that ever wrote to me and says, hey, I think you write this to everyone online when it's their birthday. I do. I always say, happy birthday, but I say, enjoy the day and remember to play. It's a message I tell myself all the time too. Enjoy the day and remember to play. I remember when I was a kid and I wanted to keep that childlike creativity because people always said, oh, you lose it when you grow up. And I just told myself all the time, just keep creative, just stay creative, stay creative. And sometimes, life gets a hold of me and I forget, but I'm always keeping creative and staying with that childlike mentality in my creative curiosity. And now that I have a daughter who's 3 years old, Sophie B, and Sasha, 1 year old, I get to live that all over again. It's so fun. All right. Now without its late nights and, oh my goodness, frustrations, but it's all good. Enjoy the day and remember to play. To catch more episodes of The Daily Dope or any of the podcasts, to see any of the very interesting people that I've interviewed over the time, from YPO members and Entrepreneurs Organization members, check it out at jeanpaul.com. That's JEAN-PAUL.com. Again, that's jeanpaul.com, JEAN-PAUL.com. Crazy. I know. I was able to get my name.com. Cost me $500. But with the millions of Jean Pauls in the world, and I have jeanpaul.com, I am so happy. It's exactly how I spell my name.com. So branding. All right. Peace. Have a great day.